constituent particles are only at corners. So only at corner positions. So now how many corners are there in a cube? Suppose this is a cube. How many corners? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there are 8 corner atoms in one cubic unit cell. So these 8 atoms, each one atom, so each atom is shared by 8 unit cell, right? Here this atom is shared by nearby 8 unit cells. As a result, one corner will contribute 1 by 8 atom to one unit cell. So one corner atom will contribute 1 by 8 atom to one unit cell. So there are 8 corner atoms. So 8 corner atom will contribute 1 atom. So number of atoms in simple cubic cell is 1. So we'll write it like number of corner position is 8. One atom at corner. Is it visible clearly? Is
Yes,
it
ma'am.
visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So one atom at corner contributes or corner is shared by 8 unit cells. Therefore, contribution of one corner atom to one unit cell is 1 by 8. Therefore, number of atoms per unit cell is equal to 8 position, total 8 atoms, each contributes 1 by 8, so it will be 1. So number of atoms per unit cell in case of simple is 1. Then for body center, body center cubic. Here atoms are present at 8 corners plus 1 atom at center of the cube. So for corner atoms, simple, number of corner position is 8. One atom at the corner is shared by 8 unit cells. So contribution of one corner atom to the unit cell is 1 by 8. So number of atoms per unit cell is 1 in case of the 8 corner atoms. So its contribution is 1. And for body center, center is 1 and atom body center is not shared with other unit cells. So the atom which is at the center of the cube is present only in one unit cell. So it is not shared with other unit cell. So its contribution to one unit cell will be what? 1. Since it is shared by only one unit cell, so its contribution is 1. Therefore, total number of atoms in the body centered cubic cell is, so total atom in the body centered cubic cell is 1 atom from corner and 1 atom from body center. So total number of atom will be 2. Okay. Now coming to face centered. So face centered, how many atoms are at the corner position? So at the corner position, again it is same, right? 8 corners, and it will again contribute to 1. So corner contribution, corner position, atoms at corner position contributes 1. And atoms at face center. Atoms at face center. So for face center, 1 atom at the face center is shared by 2 unit cells. One unit cell is this, another unit cell is the unit cell which is above this unit cell, right? So this dotted unit cell is above this unit cell. So atom at this face center is shared by, half will be with this unit cell, half will be with that unit cell. So atom at the face center is shared by 2 unit cell. Therefore, contribution to 1 unit cell is half. And how many atoms or how many face centers are there? How many lattice points at the face center? There are how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 6 face center position. So one position contributes half. Therefore, 6 face center position contribute half into 6 is equal to 3. So 8 corner atoms, 6 face centers contribute 3. So total number of atoms, therefore total number of atoms per unit cell in case of FCC structure, face center cubic structure, is equal to 1 from corner plus 3 from face center is equal to 4. So is this line visible? Is this line visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we get 3 things, right? First one is for simple cubic. So first one is for simple cubic. Here number of atoms, it is 1. For FCC it is 4. For body center it is 2. So this is very cell. Simple cubic 1, face center 4 and BCC 2. So remember this table. Now moving to the next part. Now we will calculate relation between D, R and A. So what is D? D is the distance between nearest neighbors. So distance between nearest neighbors. So what is nearest neighbors? Suppose this one is 1 cubic cell. So this position and this position, suppose this is simple cubic cell. So atoms at this position and atom at this position and this position will be nearest neighbor. So they are nearest neighbor. Okay. So now distance between them. How can we calculate this? So before that we will discuss another thing. Okay. So for simple cubic cell, now remember one thing. For simple unit cell, atoms at simple unit cells only have atoms at corner position. So atoms at corner position touch each other. So atoms at corner position, they touch each other. So for this phase, atoms at this corner, these four corners, they touch each other. Similarly for this also, they touch each other. Okay. So atoms at corner position touch each other. Secondly, for body center. So secondly, for body center, corner atoms, they do not touch each other. So for body center, corner atoms, they do not touch each other. But atoms along body diagonal touch each other. Body diagonal means this is the cubic cell. So body diagonal will be from this corner to this corner. So this is the cubic cell, from this corner to the opposite corner. This, the diagonal. So the line joining this corner and this corner is called body diagonal. So it will be throughout the cubic unit cell. So from this line to this line, this point to this point, the line joining these two points are called body diagonal. And the body center, atom at the center of the cubic cell or atom at the body center will lie in this line. So now atoms at the body diagonal touch each other. So this is the body diagonal. This is corner atom. This is the atom which is at the center of the unit cell or body center, and this is corner atom at this corner. So this middle one is atom at body center, and this is corner position atom, and this is corner position to corner position 1. Okay. This atom is this, and this atom is this, and the middle one is where it is? It is inside this cube. So it is inside this cube. So for body center, the corner atoms, they do not touch each other. Corner atom will be here and here. The corner atoms, they do not touch each other, but atoms along the body diagonal touch each other. Okay? So for face center, then 3 will be face center. So corner atoms again do not touch each other, but atoms along face diagonal. This time it is face diagonal touch each other. So this time this is along face diagonal, they touch each other. So how can you draw this? Suppose this is one face. Suppose this is one face and this is also touched by these two corner atoms. Okay, clear? This is the atom at the center of the face. Corner 1, corner 2, corner 3, corner 4. So this face centered atom, it will touch all the 4 corner atoms. But these corner atoms will not touch each other. See, there are some empty spaces, so they do not touch each other, but they touch each other. So for here, atoms and along the body diagonal touch each other. So what we learned from this, atoms at the corner position touch each other for simple cubic cell. For body center, atoms at the corner position, they do not touch each other. Instead, atoms along body diagonal touch each other. From this to this, the line joining from the two opposite corners, they atoms lie along that line, they touch each other. And second, for face center, corner atoms, the corner atoms, they do not touch each other, but atoms along the face diagonal touch each other. So these three things are very important in the calculation of relation between D, R and A. So what is D? D is the distance between, so D is the distance between nearest neighbors. Distance between two nearest neighbors. So, and R is the radius of one atom. And remember, in this case we consider, since all atoms are of same, here in this case we will consider that R is same for all, means all atoms are similar. Then A is the edge length. So we will now discuss relation between these three parameters. For now, coming for simple unit cell, what will be the relation? Relationship will be different in case of all the 3 unit cells, 3 cubic unit cells, for simple, face center and body center. So for first one is for simple cubic cell. If we draw one simple cubic cell here, we learn that atoms at the corner position touch each other, right? Atoms at the corner position touch each other in case of simple cubic unit cell. So here you see, this is the center of the atom, this is also the center of the atom. Wait. This is also the center of the atom. radius, right? And from this position to this position it will be r. So r plus r is, but from corner position A to B, right? From corner position A to B is nothing but the edge length. Okay? So edge length AB is equal to nothing but radius of this this sphere or this atom plus radius of this atom. So r plus r is equal to A. It implies twice r is equal to A. Again, for D is the distance between nearest neighbors, distance between two nearby atoms. So in case of sphere, we measure the distance from center to center. In case of this sphere, we measure the nearest distance. Suppose from this to this, what is the distance between these two atoms? We measure from the center to center distance. When we say that what is the distance between two atoms, we mean that what is the distance between center of these two atoms. So here this is the distance between these two atoms, and here this is the distance between these two atoms. Okay, so in this case distance between two atoms is nothing but A. So in this case distance from this center to this center, since they are touching each other, so D is equal to A. Therefore, for in this case A is equal to D is equal to 2R. So this is the relationship between A, D and R in case of simple cubic cell. So remember this. Questions may come or find out or deduce the relationship between D and R in case of simple cubic cell. So you will find this in book. And also problems from this relation, based on this relationship, problems may come in the exams. So now coming to phase center. So phase center, this one is at the center of the phase. All the three actually wait. Okay, so this is one face of a cube. So for face center, A, B and C. A is this corner, B and C, the corner positions. Now AC is equal to what? If R is the radius of one atom, so this position is R, and this line is twice R, and this line is R. So AC is equal to R plus twice R plus R is equal to 4R, right? Now from if A, B, C and this angle is 90 degree for cubic unit cell, this angle is 90 degree, and AB is equal to BC is equal to A, and angle ABC is 90 degree for cubic unit cell, right? So for a triangle ABC where B is 90 degree, according to Pythagoras theorem, AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square, right? So now AC square, what is AC? 4R. So 4R square is equal to, what is AB? AB is A. A is the edge length. A square plus again BC is equal to A. So it is A square. So it will be twice A square equal to 16r square, right? Then 2, 16, 8. So a square is equal to 8r square. Therefore, taking the square root, we will get a is equal to 2 root 2r. Okay? Square root of 8 is 2 root 2 r. So this is the relation between a and r. Now what is the relation between d and a? So or d and r. So d is this much. From this point to this point is d. D means center, distance between center of this atom and this atom will be d, right? They are two neighboring atoms. So d is from this point to this point. And what is this? And again d is equal to twice r. Therefore, a is equal to 2 root 2r is equal to, so twice r is d, so it will be root 2 d. So this is the relation, or the relation can be written as d is equal to twice r is equal to, or how it is written, a by root 2. Okay? So in book you will find like this. So distance between two neighbors is equal to twice r, and which is a by root 2, as length by root 2. So this is for face centered. Now coming to body centered. Now it is for body centered. Any doubt till now? Any doubt? Asane nai doubt? Manu kita asane nai hoti. Okay. So now for body centered. This is for body centered unit cell. Okay. Now A, B, C, D. This is one face. C, D, E, F. This is also one face. And D is at the center of the unit cell. So here also distance between two neighbors is from the center of this atom to the center of this atom, which is nothing but r plus r is equal to twice r. Again from this point to this point is r, and for this atom also this is r. So AF will be r plus r, r plus r, or for this we can say twice r plus r is equal to 4r. Now you see there is a triangle like this. A, B and F, and AF is the body diagonal. So this is the body diagonal. A, B and F. A, B and F. So there will be body diagonal and this AF. Sorry, BF. So A, B and F. So triangle is A, B, F. So the edges will be AF, AB and BF. AB, BF, AF. Okay. So now from this, again from this is 90 degree, pi Pythagoras theorem, we will get AB square plus BF square is equal to AF square. AB square is the edge length, right? AB square is the edge length, A square plus BF square plus we know AF is the 4R square. Now what is BF? Now we have another triangle, that is BF and C. We have another triangle, that is B, C and F, where C is the right angle. Here B, C and F, B, C and F. So this angle is also, C is 90 degree. So from this angle, what can we calculate? BF square is nothing but BC square plus CF square. So from this triangle, we know that BF square is equal to BC square plus CF square. BC is the edge length, then CF is also the edge length. So BF square is equal to A square plus A square is equal to twice A square, right? So here putting the value of BA square from this triangle, we know that it is 2A square is equal to 16R square. Okay, here then we have 3A square is equal to 16R square. Therefore, A is equal to 3 root 3 4R. So A is equal to 4 by root 3 R and D is equal to twice R. So D is equal to twice R, so it will be twice D root 3. So this is the relationship. Now 1 minute. Okay, so this is the relationship. Any doubt till now? Any doubts? Are you listening or are you sleeping? Are you sleeping?
No, me.
Okay. Then now I have given you a photo, right? Photo of some questions, right? I have uploaded some questions. Now we will try to solve this question. First question is 1. So first question says that a cubic solid is made up of 2 elements. So first question says, so for answer to this first question, you look at the question in that photo. I am not going to write this on the board. So a cubic solid is made up of 2 elements. So first is that the solid is cubic and it is made up of 2 elements, X and Y. Y are present at the corners of the cube. So Y present at the corner. Y present at the corners. And X is at the body center. So X is present at body center. X is present at the body center. So now what is the formula of the compound? So we know that Y are present at the corners. So we know there are 8 corners. And each corner atom contributes 1 by 8. So there will be 8 Y atoms and each will contribute 1 by 8. Therefore, total number of atom will be 8 into 1 by 8 is equal to 1. So total number of Y atom is equal to 1. Then for X is at the body center, and if one atom is present at the body center, then its contribution to the unit cell is 1. So number of X atom is equal to 1. Now number of Y atom is equal to 1. Number of X atom is equal to also 1. That is, the ratio of X is to Y is 1 is to 1. So what will be the formula? Formula will be XY. Formula will be XY. So I am not solving it in a good way, right? So you solve the problem, you do it how you will write in exam, then show it to me. I am just trying to make you understand. So here it will be XY. Second one is when atoms are placed at the corners of all 12 edges of a cube, how many atoms are present per unit cell? So it is saying that atoms are corners of all edges, all 12 edges. You don't need to see this. You see that atoms are present at corner positions. So atoms are present at all corner positions, like simple cubic. It is simple cubic cell. So for simple cubic cell, number of atom per unit cell is what? 1. So the answer is 1. So how will you write it? Given atoms are present at all corners, each atom at corner contributes 1/8 atoms to 1 unit cell. We know there are how many corners? There are total 8 corners present in the unit cell. Therefore, number of atoms in the unit cell is equal to 8 into 1/8 is equal to 1. So number of atom in the unit cell is equal to 1. So you write it this way. Then coming to the next problem. So now coming to question number 5. 5 says gold crystallizes in the face-centered cubic lattice. So it is saying that gold crystallizes as FCC structure, face-centered cubic structure. So calculate the approximate number of unit cells in 2 milligram of gold. So we have to calculate here, to calculate number of also given there atomic mass 197, right? Yes, 197. So here we have to calculate number of unit cell in 2 mg of gold. So how will you calculate it? So this is given. Now we know that for face center cubic cell, number of atoms per unit cell is how much for FCC? It is 4. For FCC, number of atoms per unit cell is 4. So again then number of moles in 2 mg of gold is equal to 2 mg 197 gram per mole. Now calculate it. 2 into 10 to the power minus 3 gram 197 gram per mole. This will be cancelled, so answer will be 2 by 197 into 10 to the power minus 3 mole. So now we know 4 gold atoms is present in 1 unit cell. So 4 gold atom is equivalent to, it is not equal, it is equivalent to 1 unit cell. Therefore 1 mole gold atom mane it means 6.022 into 10 to the power minus 3 number of gold atom. So this is present in 1 mole gold, right? So 1 mole of gold contains 6.022 into 10 to the power minus 10 to the power 23. This is Avogadro's number. So 1 mole gold atom contains 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 gold atom. So 4 gold atom implies 1 unit cell. So 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 gold atom will imply how much? 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 by 4 unit cell. It means 1 mole gold atom implies is equivalent to 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 by 4 unit cell. Therefore, in 2 mg, what is the number of moles? It is 2 by 197 mole gold atom is equivalent to, I am writing here. So here 2 by 197 into 10 to the power minus 3 mole gold atom is equivalent to 1 mole is there, so it will be 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 by 4 into 2 by 197 into 10 to the power minus 3 unit cell. And if you calculate it, you will find it as 1.52 into 10 to the power 18 unit cell. So 2 mg of gold contains how many unit cells? 1.52 into 10 to the power 18 unit cells. So this is the answer. Any doubt? So okay, with this I would like to end this class. I will post some assignment in Google Classroom. Okay, bye bye.
Bye, Miss.
Bye bye.